Good morning, Eagles. I'm Michaela Gonzalez.
And I'm Elise Brewster. Today's Thursday, February 11th of 456 Block Day.
And you're watching
KOHS News this morning.
Eagles, starting this week, KOHS is going to theme each of our shows. We want to give some food for thought and each theme to start a dialogue and perhaps get all of us thinking on the same page instead of so much different. Something that shows us change starts with our ideas. We hope you enjoy, and here is our word of the week.
Growth, defined as progressive development.
Growth. That makes me think of plants or maybe the marks on my doorframe. But I guess like any word, there are many different perspectives and interpretations of it. But I want to hear Naomi's interpretation. So here she is with growth.
Growth is like a plant. I try my best to grow every day, just like a plant learns how to grow every day. But I'm not the best at watering my plants. I'm trying to learn how to play the piano, but I don't know how to read treble clef just yet. Another way I've been trying to grow is by eating healthier foods, like strawberries. Helping myself grow and becoming healthier has become much easier due to the fact that my strawberries are little hearts. I've also been finding myself wanting to read more often. This helps me grow mentally as well. Since I'm in color guard, we do stretches all the time, but I'm not the most flexible person. But the more often I stretch, the more flexible I become. And at the end of the day, I'm happy, because I know, mentally and physically, I've grown. Growing yourself is like growing a plant. You don't notice it every single day, but as long as you nurture yourself, you're definitely growing.
Thanks, Naomi. Those heart strawberries look so good. Something else that someone can grow is their education, more specifically, our grades. And speaking of that, I understand that right now with COVID and everything that's going on, it's a little bit of a harder time to keep up with our classes. So here is Jared and some tips for us.
Oh man, I wish there was some way to get my grades up. Do you want your grades to be up? Hi, my name is Jared, and I'm here to help you. But to see any growth in your grades, you need to set time to study. If you put in the effort to study, you'd see growth in your grades because your brain tends to remember things the more you do something. But it's not about studying a lot. It's about studying smart. So get that 3-hour cram session out of here. Take breaks as needed. And when taking notes, try to use pen and paper. You will remember things easier if you engage in an activity. Remember, it's up to you to see any growth in your grades. Just be smart and put in the effort, and you'll be set. Well, that's all the time I have now. So, back to the studio.
Thank you for those helpful study tips, Jared. Now, on the subject of growing one's education, this month is Black History Month, a time to emphasize learning Black history and amplify Black voices. So here are some Olympian staff, students, and alumni with what this month means to them.
February is Black History Month. Today I will be asking Olympian staff, students, and alumni, what does Black History Month mean to you?
To me, Black History Month means celebrating the achievements of Black people that are often overlooked and not taught in school history books.
To acknowledge the important contributions Black Americans have made to society.
Honoring the many challenges that African Americans have faced in the past.
Being a young African American woman, I'm being celebrated and loved in every aspect of what I'm doing.
Celebrating me existing and living right here.
There's still a need for Black people and all people to know about Black history.
Educating society on the current issues that still go on today.
Because without knowing about Black history, you don't know the full story of American history. Understand exactly where we are right now unless we understand all of the years of systemic racism that has happened in this country.
As a way to reflect on how far we've come in America, but also realize we have a long way to go in terms of equality and equity in this country.
Rejoice in all the triumphs that we've had and move forward from the losses that we've had in the past to a brighter future.
Ever since the Black Lives Matter movement, it really opened my eyes to just how bad people of color were treated.
Especially with Black Lives Matter and just a lot of things happening in the world, starting to see what I see every day on a daily basis. I'm really excited and grateful and thankful that this Black History Month, we're really taking a step back to really look deep into the history, and everyone is becoming aware of what the world is because of Black people, truly.
Thank you for watching, and a big thank you to everyone in this video. For more information and online events you can attend, go to AfricanAmericanHistoryMonth.gov.
Thank you for those messages and everyone that participated. Now, when I think of growth, I think of all the beautiful plants in my backyard. Now, only if I can have my room filled with plants. Oh wait, Tana has something about bringing the outdoors inside.
Hi, my name is Tana, and today we're going to be bringing the outdoors indoors. Though we don't get to go outside often, we still have the opportunity to work on our growth inside. Just like houseplants do. Having plants around you can improve your work ethic, the surrounding air quality, and your overall mood. Now let's take a look at some plant anatomy. You have the roots that take nutrients from the ground and water, the stem that delivers the nutrients to the plant's leaves, which then photosynthesize to make chlorophyll. You might even find aerial roots, which could be new growth opportunities after cutting 1 to 2 inches below the node and propagating in water. Make sure your plant has fresh water, good indirect sunlight, and lots of love. Some fun care tips include listening to music made for plants, decorating your plant, and even talking to your plant. You look great. Thanks for learning about plants with me today. I hope I could bring a little bit of the outside world in. Your growth is amazing. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Tana. That was wonderful. I only have this small succulent in my room. I should definitely add more green. Anyways, when I think of growth, I also like to think of my own personal growth. And I've grown a lot over the past 4 years. And I like to attribute that to my friends and to some of the things that I've learned. So one class that I took that helped me learn a lot was multimedia. So here's Jewel with more information.
Hi everyone, my name is Jewel and I'm a senior at Olympian. I took multimedia last year and I'm now taking graphic design and video production. I want to encourage you guys to take multimedia next year because it is such a fun class, and if it fills the G requirement, which is a college preparatory class for both UC and CC schools. Let's hear more from other students to learn more about the class and what you can expect.
The reason I chose multimedia because I thought it would be interesting and I wanted to learn more about the subject. My expectations going into class was that I thought we learned only about the basics of editing software, but as years went on, this class exceeded my expectations.
One of the expectations I had going into the multimedia program was that I was going to be able to use editing softwares, and now I could say that I've almost completely mastered Illustrator, Photoshop, and Premiere. And the cool thing is that I was not only able to apply that in the multimedia course and the after courses, but I was also able to apply in other classes, especially in the arts.
I would highly recommend this class to anyone. This class allows you to explore and unlock new parts of your creative mind that you might have not known about.
I would recommend this course to anyone who wants to expand their knowledge on digital art programs, and I think it's a very good skill set to have for future jobs and careers. Also, you can then go into more specified course afterwards, like graphic design or film, which are just as rewarding and wonderful.
So Eagles, sign up for multimedia next year. It is fun, creative, and you learn how to communicate visually. Plus, if you get a B or higher, you can get college credit. For more information, meet with your counselors and ask for the flyer or contact Ms. Wrexham. Now, back to studio.
Thank you, Jewel. And one of those guests looked kind of familiar. Anyways, another aspect of growth is reflection, making sure to see where we are and what else we need to achieve. So here's Crystal with a check-in for all of you.
Hi guys, my name is Crystal, and today let's check in with each other. Now, first off, how long have you been in your room? A long time. That's not good. Remember, Eagles, it's not healthy for you to stay in your room all the time or in one location every single day. This could lead to depression and an unstable mindset. Instead, take a small field trip outside or a common area in your house. Even if it's from the office to the dining table, it's always good to change the scenery once in a while. Now, speaking of rooms, is yours cleaned up? Working in a messy environment could be really stressful. Personally, when working in a messy room, I get distracted of thinking about the things that I need to do later on. So, clean your room is therapeutic and could be stress relieving sometimes. And lastly, how's school? I've been getting headaches too. Maybe it's from our screen time. Eagles, when we're not occupied with schoolwork, rest time doesn't mean screen time. I know it's really stressful right now, but instead rest your eyes and read a book, paint, or go outside again. Listen to music, but just rest those beautiful eyes of yours. Okay, off the topic of school, how are you feeling? It's normal to feel stressed, lonely, and overwhelmed during these times. So take a moment to find yourself again. Take time and use it for you. Reward yourself, you very well deserve it. You've been working so hard, and if nobody has told you yet, I'm proud of you! I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Overall, you're doing great. Manage your priorities and start those goals that were pushed back last month. You got this. Thanks so much for listening, and back to the studio.
Thank you, Crystal. That was so lovely and uplifting. Well, that's all for today, Eagles. I'm Elise Brewster.
And I'm Michaela Gonzalez. And this has been your KHS News Morning Announcements.
Eagle out!